Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you whenever you're watching this. Grateful to share a moment with you coming from Hayfork, California. This is Northern California. It was about an hour and 45-minute drive east of Redding, California, and a windy road up into the mountains last night. But this is what I woke up to, and it's very beautiful, very peaceful, a very quiet place. There's one motel in the entire little teeny town, and it's great to be on the road and visiting new places that I've never been before, and being a digital entrepreneur and being able to travel about. And it is what I do. I am a digital entrepreneur, but it's what comes first is the mindset, and the mindset of freedom and independence, and that infuses everything that then I do. So it's always about tuning the mindset. One great line that Stuart says is to do a checkup from the neck up, and that's a constant, right? So to tune ourselves to always expand into a higher vibration, into a higher way of being, and in that way realize our true creativity as artists of our life, designing our lives. And there's nothing static about that. It's not about control. It's about fluidity and vision, creativity, responding to setbacks, obstacles in the way, because they will always be present in creative ways. And what that comes from, that's what I want to speak to today, is something that Napoleon Hill calls equivalent benefit. So the one thing that all great entrepreneurs, inventors, people who have really made a landmark contribution to our society, a lone car on the road, have had gazillions of failures. And it's the response is not to say, oh well, I don't got what it takes, or it's not going to work, but they keep on keeping on and just try something different, try something else. But basically coming from, I'm not saying there aren't moments of discouragement, there are always for everyone, but then to rise out of that and to carry on from a high vibrational place. And Napoleon Hill calls it equivalent benefit, meaning that in every failure that happens, in every discouraging experience that unfolds in life, and that's where we live, in a place of duality, so there will always be things coming up, contrasts, up, down, hot, cold, good, bad, health, illness, life, death in the physical body. So it's cultivating the awareness that an equivalent benefit is emerging from this thing that seems so awful or terrible or discouraging. Even if I've done something really bad that I feel really bad about, even in that, everything, there's an equivalent benefit. Or I say, seeing good unfolding in every moment. And that's a practice, moment by moment, because there's always the knee-jerk reaction of the ego, unless one is extremely masterful. But it's a practice, a diligent practice. But what that practice gives is excellence of character, mastery in living life to its fullest, because it understands that it is raising that vibration and the constant practice, consistent practice of it that brings us to fruitful living, and that we then share as value to others. So my message today is take this one day and the little things that happen, whether it's you making like a wrong turn, let's say, or missing your exit, and the first thing that can come up is like, oh, you idiot, or to someone else that does something not to my liking in front of me. But in that moment, to see that there's some good that's unfolding in this thing that seems like a distraction or a disruption, however minute, and of course on the bigger things that are the major disappointments in life, to see good unfolding, though you may not know from where or how possibly, but my mind sets that up by knowing that good is unfolding in this moment, even now. So, peace to your journey, success in your endeavors as a digital entrepreneur, and I will talk to you soon.